Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Singaporean Talks Money. Do hit the like button, subscribe to my channel for updates on my investing journey. So let's start with today's topic. Do you have a fear of averaging up your stocks? Well, to be honest, I do. Recently I released an article where I talk about my Tesla stocks journey and how it became 30% of my stock portfolio as I added more shares. Of course, as I added more shares, as its price went up, it also brought my average price up. I was actually originally against adding more shares as the price was increasing and it would raise my average price substantially. But I realized eventually that if you believe the company will do well in the future, what's stopping you from getting more of it as it grows? So for me, it definitely worked well in the beginning stages, as Tesla stock went up due to lots of positive news surrounding it. And averaging up seems to be a good decision as the stock prices goes higher even after I average up. Recently though, with lots of fear, uncertainty and doubt surrounding Tesla in terms of China, and Elon Musk himself being very active on Twitter regarding cryptocurrencies, although those might not be the main causes that has caused the stock price to be hovering between 500 to 600 US dollar and having some difficulties breaking 700. Overall, I still find Tesla a company that is innovating and putting a lot of effort into the production of their EVs. Stock prices does not always reflect the performance of the company or business. So let's talk about why you should not be afraid to average up. There are other stocks where I regretted not averaging up more, like SGX and OCBC, where I averaged up maybe about 2 or 3 times and stopped because mainly due to a lack of funds, or I was just being too cautious. For my regular savings plan, I have been averaging up on Vanguard Total World Stock Index Fund ETF, mainly through dollar cost averaging. I started a few months after the pandemic, or during the pandemic, and started buying in at prices of about $60, then 70, 80, 90, and now it's around about $100. Of course, when I first started the regular savings plan, the amount I put in was low, but I absolutely do not regret averaging up, although it is through dollar cost averaging, as you can see. So it might be an attractive strategy to keep track and get in a rising momentum, or when you believe the stock price will rise in the long term, although your average price would go up. Many companies have done well over the past year, as seen in the growth of S&P 500. If you are averaging up, it means the stock price is going up, which is good. For me, the average down is also an equally difficult task. Of course, if you have done your research and know that the downward trend is due to maybe fear, uncertainty and doubt, or due to the short-term news or environment, then it's easy to average down. Of course, having to see their earnings or profits, which will act as extra evidence for you to average up. So averaging up or averaging down does not always turn out good, and definitely do carry some risk with it, like if the share price continues to drop suddenly or sharply after the uptrend and does not recover. So in contrast to averaging up, averaging down is something that more people talk about. When you like a company and its stock price drops, will you grab more? To be honest, everyone's first answer, including me, would be yes. And I believe this is also if you have sufficient cash on hand, which I did for Tesla in the past 2 months, although not much, but I was glad that I managed to buy some of it. To be honest, I might not always have the courage to average down, and it really depends on what company you are talking about. Overall, I think it is difficult to time the market, and as they always say, time in the market beats timing the market. For me, I'm also definitely holding my portfolio for the long term, although I'm sure we are going to be expecting lots of volatility and exciting news in the coming months and years. So for me, to average up or to average down is not really a very huge concern currently. So I think it also requires a certain amount of conviction, but in the long term, it will be profitable usually if the company is good. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and do give me some support by following, subscribing, and like my videos. Thank you.